Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co and ForexTrading.tv daily analysis for gold for the trading day ending Wednesday, November 20th, 2013. Well, a very bearish trading day today and a very large black body candle. For the previous day's trading, we had a doji type candle that was strongly rejected for the second consecutive trading day from the 1266 area of support. If you recall, I suggested that there was potential for that area to hold as fairly strong support in a zone extending down to around 1250, and if we look at the recent past within that zone, the market has been very strongly rejected from there. Today the sellers have totally blown that away. Very decisive trading today. Very large black body candle where the sellers have been in control for the whole trading day, and they've closed with very strong control of this market, very strongly committed, taking out the 1266 level and the important 1250 level. The market did interact, however, with the 1237 level, 1238 roughly, and that has potential to act as support for this market. And we are seeing some buying coming in this current candle as it's developing, but the 1250 level may now hold as resistance to that candle that is developing. Now this very large black body really does highlight the strong downside momentum in this market at the moment. And if you recall, looking at the Ichimoku indicators, there was a very good likelihood of this market testing lower because we're trading below each of the Ichimoku indicators. The indicators are showing a bearish market in all three timeframes. And now looking at the Chica span, that's below the corresponding price action. So it's suggesting that we now have downside momentum in this market, and not whereas we had quite some indecision with the Chica span hovering around the price action, now a decisive break to the downside, and it is suggesting that we may see lower prices. The only worry here is, has the market done too much too soon? Generally when we see these large type black body candles, we see exhaustion, and there is a possibility of seeing some buying coming in. Now I suggest that if we do break up to the upside above 1250, we should see very strong resistance around 1266, mainly because that was that area of previous support and prior to today, even a fair while ago, but also because we have the Tenkan-sen trading there. And very often when we have solid downside momentum, when the market bounces and retraces back towards that Tenkan-sen, it is the first place that we see resistance come in, and we see fairly strong resistance, and we then tend to see the market sell off again. So that is a possibility for a scenario. Obviously we need to react to price levels, and if the market does rally and the buyers come in strongly and trade the market up through that 1266 level in a strong bullish manner, then that really will negate that analysis. But if we see the market test back up there and the sellers come back in strongly, it will really highlight the strength of that indicator as an area of resistance. In terms of the Fibonacci extension, and here where we've seen the market interact with the 78.6% level today, we took out the 50, 61.8% levels in a very decisive manner, and we've closed just at that 78.6% level, and it is sort of holding, so we may get something of a bounce. But really the target here, if the trend does continue to the downside, would be the 100% level at 1228, and then down below there, if we can trade lower and through the 1200 round number, 1187. In terms of the Fibonacci retracement, we're in an expansive mode of that, trading through the 100% level in a bearish manner, rejected from there once again, so we have this little confluence of the Fibonacci levels coming into play and some minor rejection, but certainly not reading too much in the short-term dynamics. Sellers in control, possibility of the buyers coming in, but we have a target around 1206, and that will be perhaps a reachable target and may offer very strong support, basically because we're then down around the round number 1200. Just taking a quick look at that small trend channel that I drew some time ago, and here once again we saw the market bounce up to the trend line and just trade above the trend line with the highs, but on a very weak bearish candle, and then we have seen the sellers come back in strongly, giving us a target down around the bottom trend channel, and that target would be around the 12.26 level. So we may see some support coming in based on the trend channel support if the sellers can sell the market off to test down to that level. Now, as I've mentioned, bearish market in all three time frames, and with this solid bearish candle there is a possibility of us trading lower, but with it being such a big black body candle, there is a possibility of the buyers coming back into the market. 12.37 here, 12.38 will be very important support for this market. If we trade down through there early in a bearish manner, we could quickly see the market testing to 12.18. 12.50 may hold as resistance, but we have strong resistance overhead.